Yo! Welcome back, everybody, to episode 3. I am alongside Andrew. He is a first-time guest, but going to be a recurring guest on our show. An interesting week from week 15. A lot of surprises in this week. Andrew, what did you see from this week that maybe shocked you, or maybe you weren't shocked by in this one?
I thought that the Titans came out very flat. For them to be in that playoff hunt, especially with the division on the line too, I thought the game in general went at a different pace than what a lot of people were expecting, especially with that high over. But the Titans coming out and slow start, it's a little interesting. I mean, they've been just steamrolling guys since Tannehill came in.
Yeah, Tannehill's
Other
looking
than
good.
that,
Yeah.
Tannehill is looking very good. I thought he was good with Miami. Then they let him go. Obviously, Mariota is just not the answer in Tennessee.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they re-sign him in the future. He definitely will. But next game we look at the Packers. You know that Bears had their shot. There's one more pitch, as all the Bears fans know. They could have had another potential run at making the playoffs, but that's another story. They would still need a 2-point conversion, all that. But that was definitely a heartbreaker there. The Eagles, we were talking about this game a lot because there's a lot on the stake for that. Benji, you can see on the spreadsheet, had the Giants or the Eagles covering, and we did not. And that was actually more of a swing game than you think. The Eagles won on a last-second touchdown. It was absurd.
0 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, it was absurd. And then maybe really briefly, the Panthers backdoor cover. They were up 20 points, and I had the Panthers in the spread. No one else had them there. Everyone had Seahawks super high. I picked the Panthers. I'm not gonna say I deserve it, but they were up 20. Love the backdoor cover here. That was terrific.
It was my mortal lock at Seahawks minus 6.5, and they missed a field goal, I believe.
Yeah, the
on
extra
their
point.
very first touchdown. They missed an extra point on their very first touchdown, and they scored in a couple minutes, basically, into the game. And as soon as I saw that they missed that, I told Seth, I am going to lose the spread because of that field goal. And that would have given me my mortal lock and my 16 points for that game. But I got first anyway, so
yeah, that is true.
You can call me Andrew, you can call me Swanee. All you need to know is that I give you winners.
Yeah, Andrew gives you winners. All right, we'll see about that for next week. Cardinals won big. That was a big game for us for hurting Benji. He had the Browns really high, which makes no sense. Raiders lost. I was kind of surprised by that, and I think everyone else was too. The Vikings went into Los Angeles and just dismantled the Chargers. I could not believe how bad they just murdered them.
I was not expecting that. I think that the Chargers Phillip Rivers needs to go. He needs to retire. He's not that good.
Yeah.
And I don't think he really ever has been.
Yeah, that's
but that game
last
was
season.
a little surprising.
Yeah. Next game we had is the Rams getting blown out in Dallas. I thought that game would be way closer, and actually in Rams' favor. That was my number one pick for the spread. I really thought the Rams would come out and win that game because they're hungry. They want that playoff spot, but now they're limited to a 5% chance now with a whole lot of things that happen in their favor. They're not looking like they're getting it at all. Next game we had was the Falcons. They won outright in San Francisco. That really helps us Saints fans big time. Saints are now looking at that 1 seed. That game was huge. Just so many clutch plays by Matt Ryan in the stretch. And you had the Falcons really high. And on the show, I had the Falcons, but I changed my pick 2 days later because I'm an idiot. I shouldn't fade myself on the show.
I like the Falcons in that. Matt Ryan plays very well on the West Coast. I'm a stat guy with that type of stuff, and I figured that the spread was a little bit too big for my liking, especially with how high the 49ers were going to be coming off that Saints win, which was a pretty big win.
Yeah. Last couple games, we had the Bills Sunday night. They beat the Steelers in a close one. Me and Andrew had Steelers. Benji had the Bills absurdly high. I don't know. He loves the Bills. I wish he was here to talk about that explanation. He hates Duck Hodges. I don't understand why. I mean, he threw the ball around okay, but obviously had some picks. But that's what you kind of expect from a young quarterback. Bills are looking good. I think they can make a good, strong run in the playoffs. Next game we had, the last game was the Saints. They just destroyed the Colts, setting, I think they set 3 NFL records that game with like Thomas doing some things, and then you had Breeze with the completion percentage, and then obviously the record-setting touchdown throws, surpassing Manning. That was good. And then in the go ahead.
That defense came out to play. I knew they would. They put that loss on their back.
Yeah.
Cam Jordan, Marshawn Lattimore, they all took that loss personally to San Francisco, giving up 48. I knew they would come out and play good. I wasn't expecting it to be almost a 30-point blowout, but awesome. I figured they would come out to play.
Yeah, I did too. So this week, I finished in second with 139 points, Andrew with first place with 148, and Benji with 136. Our totals are super close. Andrew's up 3, I'm down 3, and Benji's down 20 or 31. So it'll definitely be an interesting postseason run. We got 2 more weeks left to go before that, but nonetheless, let's get into our NFL games. First up on the slate, let's go to the Bills-Patriots game first. The New England Patriots are favored 6.5 points. The total is 37.5. Let's start to you. Who do you like in this game?
This game is all Bills. The Patriots cannot score on offense. The last game they played, I believe the score was like 10-16 or something like that. If Josh Allen plays that entire game and doesn't get knocked out, I think he went into concussion protocol. The Bills probably win that game in Buffalo. I think 6.5 is too big. I know it's in Gillette, but I just don't see the Patriots winning by a touchdown.
Yeah, I get that. I have the Patriots in this one only because they're at home. They're 5-1 at home. Their only loss was to the Kansas City Chiefs, and that was my mortal luck a couple shows before. I love the Patriots in this game only because they're at home. I really don't like the Patriots this year at all. The total's super low. I'm not going to touch that, but I think I'm going to take New England in the spread here in this one. So next game we have the Rams and 49ers. San Francisco's favored 6.5 points, and the total is set at 45. I'll start on this one. I think it hates me to say, just kidding, it's all Rams. The Los Angeles Rams. This spread makes no sense. The Niners should win this game by more than 7. That's why I like the Rams. The Rams just got blown out in Dallas. They think they might still have a shot in the playoffs. I think they come out ready to play, but I also think the Niners could come out to play. This game I'm not super confident on, but the spread's set kind of weird. I think this should be more than 6.5. That's why I'm leaning towards the Rams. I know it makes no sense, but I'm going to take the Rams in this game. I like the Rams.
I would agree. I think that the spread is a little bit too high. Quick stat, 49ers this season are 0-5-1 against the spread when favored by 6 or more points. They are 5-1 straight up, and that's including the Falcons' loss. But they also cannot cover against division opponents. The Sean McVay and the Rams, since he's taken over, have been covering machines against their division. I like the Rams here. I think that people are going to look past them. I think the 49ers are going to start looking ahead to the Seattle matchup, Week 17, which is huge. I don't really like the total here. If anything, I would lean towards the over, but I'm not putting that on my record.
Yeah, I would too.
I like the Rams. I like the Rams in the points.
Yep, so we both agree on that. So those were the Saturday games. Next we have is the New Orleans Saints at Tennessee Titans. We were going to Tennessee. If you didn't know, we live in Central Illinois. We're going to drive down, 6-hour drive. We're going to Tennessee. We are 2-0 when attending Saints games. We have to go to save the Saints season. This game is everything for the Saints. With the loss, they still have a shot for the 2 seed, but that's not what we're worried about. We want that 1 seed. We're going to kick off Seattle. We're going to kick off the Niners. We're not giving them the 1 seed. It's all Saints in this game. Obviously, 2.5. You're going to have to give me those points. In the total, I'm taking the under. 50.5 is way too much. I think this game is going to be played competitively. The Saints defense has something to prove after that Niners loss. I know it was not last week, but the week before. I still think the Saints defense has something to prove, and there's some competition with the new cornerback in. So give me the under, and give me the Saints 2.5. Who do you like in this one?
It's all Saints. The Titans have been very good, but I think last week they finally showed a little some weaknesses. I think this will be a good game. I don't think it'll be a blowout, but that 2.5, I see the Saints winning by more than a field goal. And then also, I do like the over in it. I think that the Titans that offense is rolling. I don't think that the Titans defense is very good. They got a lot of injuries, so I see the Saints putting up a lot of points, but the Titans can put up points in a hurry as well. So I like the over, but I'm hesitant on it. I'll put it on my record, but I like the Saints and the.
Yeah. Next game we have is the Dallas Cowboys going to Philadelphia Eagles. This is a winner goes home. I did the ESPN playoff machine. There's no path if you don't win this game to the playoffs. Both teams are 7-7. In this game, I'm going to start it off. I like the Cowboys in this game. Eagles had their shot. They lost to a lot of bad opponents. I think the Cowboys just rank up. They're starting to play good all of a sudden. I don't know why. They look so good against the Rams. That's the only reason why I'm going to take Dallas and the points, 2.5. And the total is set at something that I'm not touching. NFC East teams are so weird. I'm not touching a total. So, yeah, give me Dallas minus 2.5. I think they cover.
The Eagles are at home, and Dallas is favored -3, which it doesn't make much sense. Philly is a tough place to play, especially in the divisional round. Divisional game. It makes me hesitant to pick anybody but the Eagles, and that's why it's all Cowboys.
Yeah.
The Cowboys are just better. I don't like the fact that they're favored here. I think it should be either a pick 'em or Eagles minus like 2.5. I think that the home field advantage will be big. I can see this game either basically being a push or Cowboys blowout, but I do not see the Eagles winning this game.
Yeah,
I don't like the total.
Yeah, I'm with you too there. So our last game on the NFL slate is it's a Monday Night Football game. You have Kirk Cousins in prime time. It's Green Bay versus the Vikings. I'm gonna start it off. It's all Minnesota. Minnesota in the points too. Give me it. 4.5. I bet on Kirk Cousins prime time this year, and I'm gonna do it again. It's Kirk Cousins. What is he? 0-9 in Monday Night Football.
0-8.
0-8. He's looking to make it 1-8. Kirk Cousins has something to prove. This is a big game for the Vikings. It's a big game for the Saints too, because with the Packers loss, the Saints look very good. Is it a lock for a bye? Well, they would have to win a couple. Yeah,
they'd have to beat Carolina in Week 17, which that's always an iffy.
Yeah, sure. It's divisional. Yeah, and Panthers are just going to want to beat the Saints because it's divisional. Like that's just how it is. So yeah, I'll take Minnesota minus 4.5, and I'm going to put the under on my card too as well. 45.
I despise Kirk Cousins. I'm a Michigan State fan, but Kirk Cousins in the NFL is just I despise him. I hate Minnesota. I still do not like Minnesota after that Minneapolis Miracle. I don't believe in Kirk Cousins either. He plays good. He's been playing better this year in those big games. I just don't see it. I don't think that the Packers are very good. I hate this game. I'm going to take the Packers in the points.
Yeah, they've been winning ugly.
I don't think it will be more than a field goal game, and I like the 4.5 for that. I think it's going to be a slugfest. I'm not going to put it on my card, but I do like the under. But again, you never know. Rodgers could get hot. Rodgers has been a little bit overrated this year, I believe. I mean, if you look at his numbers, he's about 19th or 18th. He's an average quarterback this year. They've relied on the running game a lot, but I'm going to take the Packers in the points, and I would like the Vikings to win it outright, but I will take the Packers in the points.
Yeah, I totally understand that. That is what did Big Cat call it, like the emotional swing game where you just want this team to win, so you're going to bet on it. That's what I did. That's what I just did.
I want the Vikings to win, but we're trying to give good picks, and I think that the Packers here, I think 4.5 for Minnesota is a little bit bigger than what it should be.
Yeah. So that'll do it. Oh, actually, I want to get my mortal lock for the NFL. Yep. You're going to have to give me Kansas City minus 5.5 in Chicago. I like this game a lot because Chicago is dead. They are coming off a devastating loss. They have nothing to play for. Kansas City has something to play for. 5.5 is not a lot of points. Chicago's defense is not going to have anything to play for. This is why I like Kansas City. 5.5. That's my mortal lock. I'm 3-0 and 1 in my mortal locks. You're going to have to take my mortal lock. This is a great pick. Take it. Take it. Take it.
I can't say that I disagree with that. I don't know how that game is going to go. I don't think that the Bears are really playing for anything. I think the Chiefs have a lot to play for. They can still get a 2-seed bye if things play out right. I had a couple mortal locks that I liked and I bounced around with, but I think I'm going to take the Giants-Redskins over 42. I think that these teams can put up points. The Giants the last couple weeks have put up 17 and over 30. Washington, Dwayne Haskins is starting to come into his own. McLaurin is a diamond in the rough. I think he is going to be a great receiver for the years to come. I like the over 42. It's a divisional game. Defenses are terrible. I like the over.
I like that pick a lot. So yeah, now that'll do it for NFL. Let's go over to college basketball. College hoops, we have UIC at Illinois State. I'm going to this game in a couple hours. Illinois State's favored 5 points now. The total set at 138.5. I'll start off. Illinois State has looked very good in the start, and then they're starting to fall off. They're back at home. They're 4-1 at home, and UIC is 0-4 on the road. I'm gonna take Illinois State in the points minus 5. The over is a little high. I'm not gonna touch a total, but I think you're gonna have to give me Illinois State minus 5 in this game. Go ahead. You like any picks from that? Oh shit. Okay, well Andrew is frozen. So that's not good. I'm going to continue to make my picks here because...
Here, I'm back.
Oh, now. Never mind. Do you like...
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. So you can talk about... All right, okay. Yeah, you're back. The Illinois UIC at Illinois State. Illinois State's minus 5.
Who did you take in?
I took Illinois State, and I didn't touch a total. The total is 138.5.
I'm going to take Illinois State in the points. UIC, I don't really think they're that good.
Yeah, they're 0-4 away too. So
I'll take Illinois State in the points. Go Redbirds. So I'll take Illinois State.
Yeah, I like that game too. The next game we have is North Carolina at Gonzaga. I'm trying to find the game.
I'll start out on this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's Gonzaga minus 12.5, and the over/under is set at 146.5. There it is. Gonzaga is now number 2 in the country. I don't like Gonzaga. I think that they are overrated every year.
Yep.
UNC going to Gonzaga, it's a big time change over break. I'm going to take Gonzaga. I hate Gonzaga, but I'm going to take Gonzaga in the points. Cole Anthony is out. They lost to Wofford at home. I just don't think that this UNC team is very good this year. I think come March Madness time they'll make a decent run, Sweet 16 look, but
and then lose. Yeah.
I like Gonzaga.
Like Gonzaga. I do too as well. North Carolina 6-4. That is just not good for what their basketball program normally is. So yeah, I'll take Gonzaga in the points too. 12.5 seems like an easy pick to me. So the next game we have is Thursday. Maryland at Seton Hall. Seton Hall just came off a 20-point loss to Rutgers, and Maryland. They're 7th ranked now. Illinois almost beat them. They only lost by 1 point. Maryland 10-1 and 0-1 on the road. So it's Maryland at Seton Hall. So yeah, who do you like in this game outright?
Yeah, we're just touching money lines basically from here on out, and I like Maryland in it. Uh, Seton Hall, I know they have that one kid that's in the running for Player of the Year, Powell or something like that. I I like Maryland in it on the road money line.
Yeah, I do too as well. Next game we had it's a Saturday game. We have multiple Saturday games, but the first one is Purdue at Butler. This is a Crossroads Classic, so two in-state rival schools. I'm gonna get my pick first. It's at 1:30 Central Time. I like Purdue. I'm gonna lean Big Ten all the time. I Butler's been playing really good basketball this year, but I think Purdue comes into this rival game fired up, and Purdue will look good all of a sudden. They had a slow start last year, and I think they're going to have the same kind of thing going into this season. I like Purdue outright in Indianapolis against Butler.
Uh, I don't really care what the spread is in this game. I know Butler will be favored because they're at home
Yeah.
and they're ranked. I will take Purdue in the spread. I don't care what the spread is, but I'm taking Butler money line on this.
I agree with that pick. So now we have number 1 ranked Kansas at Villanova. I'm going to start. Once the spread comes out, I don't care what it is, give me Villanova in the total, or in the spread, because I think it's just bound to happen again. The 1 seeds, as everyone knows, they just lose. Villanova's at home. This is perfect time for that to happen again. Villanova's 4-0 at home. I like Villanova in this game.
Yeah, I did not realize that Nova was 4-0 at home. I do like that stat of just the number 1 teams losing. And yeah, I'll take Nova here. I originally had Kansas, but I'm switching to Nova. I like the points you brought up. I like Nova in the money line.
Yeah. All right, so actually we have 2 more college games, and then we'll go over to quick 2 college football games. The first one we have is Ohio State, ranked number 5 in the country, versus Kentucky in Kentucky. Who do you like in this game?
Ohio State really has come out of nowhere, in my opinion, this year. They went to North Carolina and won when they were all healthy. I think that was a very good win. I like the Big Ten. I hate Ohio State, though. Kentucky, they're very young. I don't know if you can fully decide this game. I'm going to take Kentucky money line because it's at Rupp. Rupp Arena is one of the toughest places to play in the country. Kentucky is great at home. I know they lost to Evansville earlier this year when they were number 1 or 2 or something like that. But I'm going to take Kentucky money line here.
Yeah, I'm actually the same way. I love Big Ten teams and all that, but I'm going to have to take Kentucky in this one because it just doesn't seem right that Ohio State, a young team, goes in and beats Kentucky. I like Kentucky in this game. And then the last college basketball game we have is the bragging rights game. Big deal in Illinois. It's Illinois versus Missouri. Who do you like in this game?
I have not heard a single thing about Missouri this year.
Yeah,
Illinois should be ranked. It's an embarrassment by the AP polls that they didn't even receive 1 vote for the top 25. Illinois will win this game, and I think even though it's a bragging rights game, I would not be surprised if they don't win. I'd be surprised if they don't win by double digits.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I love Illinois in this game. There's no reason that they don't come in this game and blow them out. So now we're going to get on to a couple college football games. We don't have the spreads and all that, but it's Montana State at North Dakota State. When the spread comes out, I'm going to pick Montana in the spread. North Dakota State did not look good their last 2 games. Illinois State kept it within 3 when they were favored 24 points. North Dakota State, they're looking a little shaky right now. I'm going to take Montana State.
I will take North Dakota State money line. I think that
I do too.
They are one of the top 2 teams in the country in FCS, and but I think when the spreads come out, I think the biggest spread that I would the lowest spread, if it's less than 20, I'm taking North Dakota State. If it's more than 20, which I'm fully expecting it to be, I'm taking Montana State in the spread.
Yeah, I like that pick as well, or kind of. Next one is Weber State at James Madison. James Madison, going into the FCS season, they were more favored to win it this year than North Dakota State. James Madison's looking good. They're 13-1. It's Weber State. It's James Madison money line for sure. The spread, I don't have an opinion on that since it's not out, so I'm just going to take the James Madison money line here.
Um, I would agree. Weber State, I believe this is their first trip ever to the semifinals for football. I'm going to take James Madison here. I think that they have potential to beat North Dakota State and win it this year.
I do too.
North Dakota State did not look that good. I think Illinois State had a chance to beat North Dakota last week. That defense played extremely well. It exposed North Dakota State a little bit. So I'll take James Madison money line.
Yeah, I like that pick as well. Let's go on to NBA. Very quick picks. I'm no NBA picker by any means, but I think I could pick the spreads here. I like Heat +8 in Philadelphia. Heat are a good team. They're 8-7 on the road and 18-1 at home, but it's in 76ers. But you're gonna have to give me the Heat and the points +8. Do you like any game in that?
This is hard because the 76ers play amazingly well at home. These are two great home teams. On the road, the Heat have been average. They're 8-7 on the road. 76ers are 14-0 at home. I think that the Heat are good. I know for Jimmy Butler, this is sort of a revenge game. He played for the 76ers last year. I don't know totals really. I'd have to watch more NBA and college basketball to understand the totals better. If I had to say anything, give me the 76ers -8.
All right.
It's at home.
Yeah, no, that's respectable. Next game is Lakers at Bucks. It's on a Thursday. Lakers are 12-4. The Bucks are 12-4. This is going to be a good game. I expect the Lakers come out and win this game by a lot because they're just coming off a loss. They lost to I forget who they lost to. Indiana yesterday. So you're going to have to give me the Lakers in a revenge game here.
Indiana is a good team, by the way.
Yeah,
they got. Brogdon from the Bucks went there. Indiana is a team that people are sleeping on. Oladipo is a good player too, and when he's fully healthy, they're going to be a tough out. I think a lot of it depends on if AD plays. I know that he's been in and out, battling some injuries. The Bucks have been really good at home team. The Lakers have been really good on the road. I'll take the Lakers, but I think it'll be a very close game.
Yeah, I like that too. Last game on our schedule here is the Rockets at Clippers, and I really... No, where's the game? Did I miss it? Am I missing something? Oh, it's a Thursday as well. Whoops. Rockets at Clippers. Both teams, they're supposed to be good playoff teams. I think the Clippers win this game. They're 14-1 at home. So I'm just gonna take the Clippers money line here. I don't think the Rockets give them a fight at all.
No, I like the Clippers money line also. Again, we don't really have the spreads out right now, but I like the Clippers money line. I think the Clippers are a better team than the Rockets. I think the Rockets are overrated. I just don't see them going into LA and beat the Clippers.
Yeah, I'm with you there. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today's show. Hopefully we'll have Benji on next week to talk about all the NFL games and whatnot. So week 16 coming next week. Really excited. We're gonna be in Tennessee. We'll be back to talk about that. So you have any other comments before we end the show?
No, just another sleeper pick. If you're wanting to look at stuff for the NFL, is Jacksonville +7 at Atlanta.
Whoa! After just picking Atlanta, that's crazy. You think the Jags are back?
+7. I think that I don't think that the Jags are back. I don't think that the Falcons are anything special either. Matt Ryan plays well in the West Coast, but I just there was a stat that I saw that really just shocked me. And that is that the Falcons haven't covered in any of their past 13 games
Wow.
against AFC opponents. So, and the fact that it's 7,
Yeah.
I don't care that they did this a couple weeks ago. They beat the Saints, they beat the Panthers, lost by almost 20 to the Bucks.
Yeah.
Then they've had 2 decent wins, and I'm like, they're due. They're not good against AFC opponents. I'll take Jack. I don't know if I'll take him, but that's a pick to definitely keep on the radar.
Yeah, so. I like that a lot. So, yeah, that'll do it for this week. We'll be back next week, I think the 23rd. Hopefully we'll get a show out day before Christmas Eve. So, yeah, we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.